back everyone for some more of my Coventry City career mode here on FIFA 23. We are here on Christmas Day here in 2024. We are in the third and final season here of this Coventry career mode. We are up against Manchester United here in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. We will be playing at home, but we are going to be playing this game, which we're going to be playing this with our second team. And then after this, we'll be doing halfway season stuff. We're going to be looking at tables. We're going to take a look at the rest of England. Going to look at stats, player attributes, youth academy, all that stuff. But before we do that, hope you guys have an awesome day today. Hope you guys doing well. So without further ado, we are going to get into this match against Manchester United. And it is Christmas time. We are definitely not playing in the rain. If anything, we're going to be playing in the snow. And there would not be a cup game on Christmas in real life. I know this is one of the reasons why I have a fit about people that are so gung-ho about realistic career modes. How the hell are you supposed to have a realistic career mode when the game refuses to be realistic? Like, according to this game, it rains 365 days out of the year. There's games scheduled which really should not be scheduled, especially this one on Christmas Day. There's never a game scheduled on Christmas Day. Among other things, many things, especially if you watch my Price and Moonster FC24 career mode. That game is pretty much an epitome of non-realism in football. So anybody that says anything about non-realistic career modes, kind of want to karate chop them in the neck. Like I said, if the game doesn't want to be realistic, why should I? If the game doesn't want to play fair, why should I? And that's how I look. I know I get several, which, by the way, I do have comments blocked. I have, not blocked, but I have comments turned off on my FIFA videos, but for whatever weird reason, I keep on getting comments from my FIFA videos, and about my FIFA videos, and people whining about what my sliders are, what my difficulty is, what players I'm getting. Folks, this is not supposed to be realistic. Oh, come on, Luca Bacchio! Okay, that looked like that was offside.
And a goal to open the scoring. A very bright start to this one. So on they go again, and that really should shake up United. Can they find a response now?
But we're just going to go ahead. I don't even care, because I can tell this is going to be one of those games.
And it goes! 2 goals in rapid-fire fashion, and looking very comfortable here.
But yeah, you will never see me. I mean, I may have realism elements in my career modes, but overall, these career modes are not meant to be realistic at all. So, but we're going to go ahead and steal the ball here.
Real chance. Keeper did his job.
Jokeris probably should have had the hat-trick there.
Well, nothing untoward happened. And he might be through here.
There we go, nice! One of the few times where a sweaty goal actually works for me in this game. Let me see if I can get one more just to put the nail in the coffin here. Oh, come on! I hate how you can never get the ball off the opponents. Hey, Dipstick, how about you get out of my way? I don't know who that was, but I don't know why they were standing in front of me. This is what I'm talking about. This is... The AI in and of itself makes the game unrealistic, because the AI does the dumbest crap imaginable that you would never see in a regular football match. So again, why have realistic career modes, which you can see Chelsea, Spurs, and Newcastle advancing alongside us in the quarterfinals? But yeah, I will never understand the fixation of realistic career modes in FIFA. I really don't. I will never understand why people even go through that trouble. You can see matches is rescheduled because of us advancing in the Carabao Cup. And you can see we are going on a perfect season so far, winning all 18 of our games. Again, this career mode is not meant to be realistic, so deal with it. Manchester City, Liverpool, and Chelsea round the Champions League spot, Spurs in the Europa League spot, and Arsenal in the Conference League spot. Newcastle in ninth. Teams in relegation trouble are Bournemouth, Leeds, and Brentford. Community Shield at the beginning of the season was won by us. We ended up beating Chelsea. FA Cup, we are going to be in the third round, which we do not know who we're going to be playing yet, unfortunately. Do we not know who we're playing? Apparently not, because they still got to go through the... Don't mind me. I mean, how can we know who's going to be playing in round 3 when round 2 we play hasn't even finished yet? But we're going to take a look at our Carabao Cup journey here. Let's see. I don't think we were in... I think we started in round 3. We ended up beating Sheffield United 5-0. Round 4, we ended up beating Watford 6-0. Quarterfinals, as you just saw, we knocked out Manchester United. Super Cup at the beginning of the season was won by Tottenham. They ended up beating Real Madrid. Fair play to them. Champions League. We are in the round of 16. And speaking of Real Madrid, we are up against the, what is it now, 13 or 14 time Champions League winners, Real Madrid. They are the winningest team in Champions League history. You can see we're in Group A. We end up winning 5 and drawing 1. Easily advancing past our group, RB Leipzig advancing with us. Sevilla end up getting grouped. And just to take a look at the rest of Europe, well, the rest of Champions League, Tottenham end up getting grouped in Group C. PSG ended up getting grouped in Group D. Benfica getting grouped in Group E. But yeah, everywhere else doesn't look bad, but we are going to take a look at how the rest of England are doing. But before that, we are going to take a quick recap of our initial budget, which was a hair under 204 million. But you can see, before we look at stats, we're going to take a look at how the rest of England is doing, starting with the Championship. Brighton and West Brom are top 2. Very hotly contested table. Look how close that table looks. Swansea, QPR, Leicester, and Luton are in their playoff spots, but yeah, this is a very tight table. Any one of the, especially the top half of the team, could get automatically promoted. But on the other end of the table, Portsmouth, Derby, and Birmingham are in the relegation spots. League One, MK Dons and Bolton are in the top 2. Again, very hotly contested table. Rather, Morecambe, Plymouth, and Cambridge are in the playoff spots, which is kind of weird seeing Morecambe in the playoff spots in League One, considering they're not even in the Football League in real life. Teams in relegation trouble, Peterborough, Cheltenham, Oxford, and Lincoln. It's nice seeing Newport in League One. My team that I did a Road to Glory career mode with on FIFA 19. Doncaster, Salford, Crewe are in automatic promotion spots. Bradford, Carlisle, Colchester, and Harrogate Town are in the playoff spots. AFC Wimbledon is down really low, which they're only 4 points above the relegation zone, which is occupied by Sutton United and Tranmere Rovers. So it's kind of sad to see Wimbledon being that low, considering that they are a League One team in real life. But you can see Gyökeres been a fantastic player for us. 20 goals in 12 matches. Brohoff 14 in 10. Most assists, Luke Ibaka with 13. O'Hare with 9. Clean sheets, Bonu and Strakosha, I just noticed that, is tied with the most clean sheets, and Kobo with 4, so fair play to them. But you can see, if you care about stats with the Community Shield, that's that. FA Cup I'm going to skip over because we are not part of that. O'Hare and Gyökeres are tied for the most goals in the Carabao Cup. Most assists here is Luka Bacchia with 2 in this competition, and Strakosha with 1 clean sheet. And that's it. And Kobo with 1 clean sheet. I was going to say, there had to have been more than 2. And in Champions League, most clean sheets goes to Oblak. Kobo with 1 clean sheet. Most assists, Carrasco, and a bunch of others with 3. Including Suleimana, he's tied with the most assists with 3 in the Champions League. And Berghaus with the most goals alongside Broha with 8 in this competition. So, nice to see that as well. But we are going to take a look at transfer history here. But we're just going to take a look down. Over the past couple episodes that I've had no commentary, I have made a few loan deals. So there are those, and then a bunch of all the rest of these you guys have already seen. Beganovic, I actually have to look his development plan. I don't think I've ever converted him to a winger yet. I do want to feature him at some point. Then we're going to take a look at transfer hub real quick, just to recap all the signings that we've made. Sarvald, I ended up bringing him back for $33 million plus Curtis Jones. Kobo, I ended up paying $78.2 plus David De Gea to secure his services. Lisandro Martinez, I paid $80.5 million for him from Manchester United. I sold Ostergaard to Manchester United, so we ended up basically swapping center backs. And Beganovic, I just signed for the hell of it, just putting. I think one of the objectives is to sign one young player, and this was the young player that I found. I only paid $500,000 for him. But we are going to go, and before we look at Youth Academy, which I almost forgot to do this in my Elevate's career mode, I am going to look at objectives here real quick. Youth development, critical priority. We got both of those nailed in the bud, so we don't have to worry about those. Medium, sign 1 player, which was that Bosnian player that I just showed you guys. And get 7 clean sheets in home league matches. That is among the most tedious objectives you will ever get in this game. And you can see we got 8 out of 7 with that. So, financial, we got a check mark for that. And I do plan on winning everything. I do want to win the Premier League. I want to win the FA Cup. And I definitely do want to win the Champions League. But we are going to take a look at our Youth Academy here real quick. We do have 9 players in there. A mixture of nationalities. If there's anybody in particular you want to look at, you can just go ahead and pause the video. You can see we got a couple Croatians. We got a German. Got some Englishmen in there. I think we also got a couple Northern Ireland. We got 1 Northern Ireland player. But we're going to take a look at development plans. Again, if there's anybody in particular you want to look at, you can go ahead and pause the video. Again, I'm not too terribly urged because this is my final season. A lot of these guys aren't going to see any game time, so... But I do want to show them anyway, just to show you guys how my youth development has progressed throughout this particular career mode. We are going to go ahead and switch to our first team. Squad Hub, we are going to take a look at the most goals, which Gyökeres, 26 goals, 4 assists through 18 appearances. Absolutely fantastic. One of the best strikers I've played with, at least on FIFA 23. And he's my backup striker, funnily enough. Broha has been doing pretty good too, but I think Gyökeres has just done a little bit better. O'Hare has been a fantastic backup center attacking mid. And Bumo's been kind of inconsistent, to be honest with you. Not really... I'm not super unhappy with him, but yet he's not. I don't hold him in the highest regards at the moment. Nanto has been very good. Suleimana, been okay, mostly good. He's had his few bad moments. Same with Luka Bacchio, been kind of meh. McKennie, very good for me, very good player, like he usually is when I play with him in a career mode. Gustavo Hammer, very good center mid option. Martinez getting a couple goals, which is kind of interesting. See, Pereira, despite only being 76 rated, been a very good backup center mid for me. Saival, pretty pedestrian first season back here with us. Which, to be fair, he was only gone for half of last year, but he's been pretty much with us most of the career mode. And Beganovic, I did not convert him to a winger yet. Let's just see how some of our loan signings or loanees are doing. Well, it looks like nobody, not even Eklund's growing. That's kind of scary. Yeah, it looks like a lot of these. Romero's up to 76, which is nice to see. I'm kind of worried about Eklund, though. He was our high-rated Youth Academy graduate from Sweden. But yeah, not a whole lot of growth for my loanees. That's kind of worrying. Seems like our players are growing better when they're not being loaned out what they are when they are. Mercetti, I thought about replacing him, especially when we go into sim games, because he's been absolutely... Whenever you play with that guy in a sim game, he's like a statue. He has no work rate whatsoever. Strakosha, very good backup goalkeeper. Doesn't have anywhere near the potential he used to in other FIFAs, but still, very good goalkeeper option. Into Kobel, with one less clean sheet, though... yeah, one less clean sheet and playing 2 more games in Strakosha. But we are going to go ahead and look at development plans, which I did not do this off camera, so as I'm doing this, at least you guys can see their attributes. If anything, one thing I do have to praise this Coventry City team is that if you look at a starting 11 and you look at a backup 11, there are no real outliers as far as anybody really dragging behind or just going full speed ahead. Everybody is around the same overall in both teams, which is what I like. That way they grow at a nice even pace. You can see Ibanez is now at an 85, so that means everybody in our starting lineup is at least an 85 rating, which is absolutely fantastic to see. Just take a look at development plans here real quick. Your right backs. Livermento's having an awesome season. Same with Henriks. Henriks has been doing awesome as well. Both my right backs have been getting the job done. And to be honest with you, I think I've liked Henriks a little bit more than Livermento, and that kind of hurts me to say considering I'm a Newcastle fan, and of course Livermento, at least at the time of recording this, is a Newcastle player. But by the way, I am recording this on the 4th of July. Okay, let's see. We got... Yeah, let's improve those stats. But yeah, I've been very happy with Pereira. He's been excellent for me. Avalon, a plan. Looks like it's going to take 12 weeks at under advanced playmaker. 10 weeks, I'll put him on that to improve his sprint speed and stamina. Callum O'Hare looks like it's going to take 22 weeks on excellence, so he may reach an 81. 27 and okay, in order for him to reach 89 Angel Gomes, I would definitely take that. Beganovic, he goes from a 61, 62, not great, but that's kind of my fault because I kind of forgot about him. I do want to play at least one game with him just to see what he's like. You can see all my other wingers are on the opposite side plan. Gyökeres looks like he's going to take 20 weeks on excellent form. He may reach an 82 before the end of the season, which I'm very happy about that. And it looks like it's going to take Broha 5 weeks on okay to reach an 88. I'm very happy with that. But yeah, I'm just going to take a look. I'm just going to show you guys here real quick what I'm talking about here. You can see lowest rated players on our team are starting 11 are Seiwald, McKennie, and Ibanez at an 85. And our highest rated player is Coble at an 89, but our outfield players, our highest rated players, are 87. So we're exactly between 85 and 87 rating. I've never had a career mode where I've had players grow to where they're around the same overall or just a difference of 2. But you can see our backup team, the highest rated player is Marchetti at an 83 and Pereira, lowest rated player at a 76. So not really anything drastic here in our backup team either. So yeah, very good growth from our team. And I'm just going to take a look if there's anything in the newsfeed real quick before we end the episode. You can see Shikasha very happy with his game time. I've been very happy with him. And Hamer impresses again. Or Hammer, however you're supposed to pronounce it. I don't know if it's Hamer or Hammer, but same. I never did look up Broha. Is it Broha, Broya, Broya? I don't know how you're supposed to say that, but yeah. Next time I see you guys, I'm going to show you guys here in calendar. I am looking at 4 more episodes left of this career mode, including the next episode. And we are going to be going all the way to February the 18th, and we are going to be playing this round of 16 match against Real Madrid, which should be a rather interesting one. I may end up playing this away game. I might actually sim it. I think I'm actually going to sim. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to sim the away game as well as this home match against Leeds. And probably play these 2 games against Wolves and Newcastle, and then finish off by playing this game against Real Madrid at home. Because I'd rather play them at Coventry Stadium than at the Estadio Bernabeu. Because I already played them at the Bernabeu. You've already seen the Bernabeu through my Elevates career mode. So I'm not even going to bother. I'll just go ahead and see how well the team does on the road by themselves without my intervention. But yeah, that's pretty much, I don't think there's really anything else I wanted to say here. You can see the midfielders short list and see none of our players are on there, unfortunately. But I am going to go ahead and call it there. And like I said, next time I see you guys, we will be resuming things for the Champions League. Champions League will be the focus of the remainder of this career mode. We are going to be playing against Real Madrid. And hopefully you guys looking forward to seeing how the rest of this series plays out. So, with that, thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I will see you guys again next time.